Hello guys, this is Panzermeister36, and today's going to be part 1 for the Reich group build. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who has joined in. I think I've got like about 15-16 people who are confirmed in, and another 15 others who said that they might be interested in the the announcement video. So yeah, thank you everybody. We got some really great entries. Got lots of tanks, planes, figures, and I'm pretty sure a submarine. So yeah, wide variety of things. I know it's more entitled towards tanks and figures, but that's kind of what I do. And a lot of people do that, but you can still do plain stuff. You can do really whatever you want as long as it's applicable. So first of all, I'm just going to kind of go over what my entries are. So I've got this set here, which is Eastern Front Tank Hunters. I'm going to be using this guy here. This guy who's the loader for this guy with the Panzerschreck. I'll show you in the back. That's him there. These Gen 2 figures are beautiful. They got photo etch in this set. And he also has an optional head. I'm not sure which head I'm going to put on. It kind of depends how the die turns out, but I'm probably going to not build the figures until I've built the diorama. I've already used these two guys. But I'm probably going to make him holding something else, because that guy's not going to be there. Maybe like a rifle or something, or like a grenade. And I've also got this guy here, who's a he's a Volkssturm with a Panzerfaust. Yeah, and I already built him a while ago, and I'm gonna do a painting video on him. Got a better painting figure video because my old one was kind of, I don't know, it was quite basic. So I'll go into some more in-depth, techniques and stuff. So that's the figures. I'm also going to have to get some more figures. I'm not just going to have two guys in the diorama. Also, as you know, they got the Pack 43. 128, really large gun. And then also the T-34, which I've already started working on, probably about 3 hours into it, maybe. And in that time, I've got the entire lower hull kind of suspension area done, which is like all the suspension bars and the wheels, and I've also got the idlers on. Not on, but done. And then I've done the hatch and some of the engine grills here. And the bow gun obviously comes with a flamethrower too. A couple of things. First of all, I built the SU-85, which was a premium kit, which is kind of better than the Smart kit. But it had photo etch. I'm talking like a year ago. It had photo etch for all these parts here, but the plastic ones are actually like almost as good, I'd say. So that's really good. Cast texture is wonderful. I'll zoom you in. Oh, there. As you can see, that's beautiful cast texture. Also, I've not put any of the fenders on, nor do I intend to. Because they didn't have very many T-34-76s when they kind of did, at the end of the war, Berlin. But they did have some, I know that. This is a later model of 43, I already have 42, but that's earlier, so it would be even more unlikely for it to be in service then. Yeah, and I'm not putting the fenders on because if you look at pictures, I don't know, like the things they had then, which is T-35s and like SU and ISU guns. The fenders are always gone for some reason. I don't know if that's just like they took them off and they always fell off, but whatever. I think it should add some interest to it. And then idler wheels are not on yet because obviously they're idler wheels and they can, in real life they, change the slack of the track, And because this is two different types of tracks that go together, you could end up with like two of them that are the opposite ones. I mean the same one. So you have like two, with the guide horn meet, and then you'd be basically screwed. I had that happen on both sides on my SU-85, but luckily there was mud everywhere, so you never saw it, unless you counted. Also, I managed to hide it inside the idler thingy at the back. I guess the drive sprocket. Yeah, so if you have this, then if you have it loose, if you have like one extra, space, then you can just add one in, which is good. And I guess that's kind of, I'm going to be still working on this. As you can hear, I'm probably a bit sick. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really nicely detailed kit so far. I really highly recommend Dragon's 234 Smart Kits, because they're not actually that hard. Also, I'll just kind of show you my my E50. I had a bit of fun with oils on it. I just kind of picked up some oils. Got white, which I already had, and I have, what is this? Azogilpel, also known as neon yellow. And then you got Naples yellow, which is really nice, and then raw umber, you know, common color. Then just plain white. And I got some thinner, which is this stuff. I don't know. It just says it's good for oils, so I just bought it. It smells like oranges too. Yeah, so I just kind of experimented. I'd never used oils except for the white, and that was on a whitewash. So yeah, just kind of experimented. I did a first layer, which was kind of, you know, bad. The first like streaking, and it was kind of heavy. So I just was like, whatever. And then I took some XF60, okay, and 57 separately, and then I basically redid the pre-shading kind of lightly over it. So areas that were lighter, you know, at the top and stuff like that, I went over with 55. Did I say 57 for? It's 55 that I used. And then the 60 was on the, you know, shadow areas on the sides and stuff like that. So I kind of redid the pre-shading lightly, because I already done it, over the streaking, and then I kind of did it again. And in doing that, you can see the front plate there. It shows you, and you probably can't see anything. Yeah. Whatever. Let's go like this. Alrighty. As you can see on the front plate there, there's some streaking. Hopefully you can see it. I can see it. It kind of blends a bit, but yeah. That was all streaks. I haven't done anything on it since actually I did the airbrushing over. So that just kind of came through the light over, like pre-shading I did over again. So you can see I've done some streaking along the sides. Tools are painted. Pretty happy with how it came out. I also worked the brown oils into the wood there. I'm quite bad at wood, but that actually came out probably the best ever that I've done. Still gonna paint the tow cable, maybe. I don't know. And then this area here, bit of pigments on that, but other than that, there's no pigments, no mud at all. Under there, it's kind of undone. Basically, the only thing that's done is these two areas. This area, as you can see, I just gave it a wash on the wheels. I think I did some streaking in the back. Yeah, no wash on the rusty parts there. So yeah, that's kind of it. But I am happy with the oils. Never done them before. I just kind of worked at. But they're really nice to work with. Like, you can get really nice streaks, and they they take a long time to dry. So yeah. And the IR gear, kind of worked on that a bit. Still got to. Yeah. But I really recommend oils. I also use some of the AK interactive stuff. What was it? The streaking grime, which is kind of red, and then the winter streaking grime, which is green. And the green looks really nice on the. I think that's it right there. Looks really nice on the yellow, because it looks like brown, but not really. It's when you put brown on it, it doesn't show up like brown. But when you put the green on it, actually does show up like brown, which is nice. You see oil, so I did washes all the way along, you know, the weld seams and the armor plates. And obviously in these engine grills. But I've still got to do some pigments, I got to do the mud. I actually have to build the tracks, they're still in the box. But, and looky over there, I still have to paint the 222. Yeah, but I've got to also rust up those, you know. But overall, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, also I was talking about how I was going to do a camo on it. Yeah, I lied. I just didn't feel like it. I just thought, you know what, this is a late war vehicle. They wouldn't really care about the camo. This is what I kind of thought was maybe this vehicle, the way I've painted it. It's kind of like, you know, it was undergoing trials, you know, and it was just not painted or something like that. Then they got so desperate for tanks that they just needed it, so they just it's like sprayed yellow on it, you know. That's why it's kind of yellow over the part there, but not entirely, you know. Same with the other side. probably upside down, whatever. Yeah, and then they just sprayed yellow on it, and then they're just like, go. Yeah. I was doing some research, and apparently they think that maybe one was actually built and underwent trials. But they're not sure. They know one E100 was built. That's the only E100, E-Series vehicle that was confirmed to be built. Yeah, so enough just talking. But yeah, I'm gonna probably paint the tow cable. I don't know. As you can see there, there was pin like that's where the tool went before, but yeah, didn't fail really well, but whatever. Got some dust on that too. I'm gonna scrape that off. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for joining my group build if you have. I'll be watching your videos. So yeah, thanks. Goodbye.